Oh my God, 11:17. It's getting worse. I'll have to be like my wife, Mike Venezia from the head trader at Tradeview Markets and set the clocks like fast forward, 15 minutes. As she's in her late 40s and still sets the clock 15 minutes forward, like you subconsciously don't really know that you set it 15 forward. So I'm sorry about being late. I'll get better. Point being is we should start later, but I apologize. Listen, when we have some good serve, that's one of them. We'll buy more. Probably the 3 drive. Submit preference. Yeah, here we are, TradeGATEHub. I apologize. I'll submit preferences. Cookies, we love cookies. Cookies is fun. There's Tradeview Markets, beautiful site. Been here almost 13, 14 years, long time. I was at my previous firm for like 15, 16. So you know me, I'm long and strong, loyal, much like a lot of our clients, especially equity clients at Tradeview Markets. It's a lot. We retain a lot more of the equity clients because it's more service bound and people are in more long term. So we're proud of that going forward. All right, listen, a couple of things here. Okay, as we get into the late Friday action, it was a busy week. This morning there was a crowd. I don't think it was worldwide. I'm going to get into the information in a touch. Giddy up, VST positive, gave it to you. Serve, I top ticked it. And had an sat. Yeah, you know what? It's a Friday. Serve RSI 84. Okay, let's get into this trade. Has the move in it to go to 40. Let's look at the weekly. Okay, serve. We have a gap at 768, 200-day 1143. Throw everything out. You want to look at what happened this week? You didn't catch it. For those newer users, go to our YouTube channel, catch out every video we get, every video we do. Didn't catch it. Where's Mickey D? Mick, Ocean Island Trader, everybody chirp up. I'm going to make up for everything, even the lost time now for right here. Bottom line is, okay, let's go to Tradeview Markets, no matter what TradeGATEHub, no matter what entity we're choosing, no matter what type of trade you are. Okay, how about we go to good morning? There's my good morning. All right, right here, UNG, my HE hot, buying VST, first trade of the day. VST, how'd that do, Mike V, you ask? Did pretty well. Weekly chart, Mickey D, you also saw the trade. I like this right here, the base. All right, took a little while to work. You never have enough. Stock went from 75. Look, here's the 2-minute. Let's go to this. The 5-minute. Do I think I'm going to retire on this trade here? I'll probably offer it maybe at 77 if I get lucky, some type of option price or expiration. But let me get back here to TradeGATEHub. This was 2 hours ago. Serve, today's special. Mike V. Even though I'm more, those trades are not. I mean, if I'm going to trade serve, I'm going to have 40,000 of it. I'm not going to have 2,000, and then I'm going to turn around and add for it at 3:40 p.m. and double down, have like 8,000. And it opens down on Monday, half a point, and I'm freaking playing with the thing. You probably want to trade it to that 3:40. It was serve alerted 2 hours ago. Mike V. Correct, and I'm in it. I should be in it. My job serve today's special. 2 hours ago, where was it? 406. I just bought more than I can. I bought. My first trade was 440. I just bought more at 620. It was 650. Where's serve? Was my plan and serve? I mean, if I was really going to handle it, I'd be in here all day. I don't know if it's a trailing stop kind of situation. They did have decent news with NVIDIA. So serve. Could it be a one-day wonder? Looks like it. But for now, at the very least, maybe it goes to 755. 1129, then there's the gap at 1477. You never have enough. If I was short it, I'd be holding it. You know what I mean? I'm being facetious. All right, so serve brought it up to NTGH, one of the things. I mean, listen, news, price, volume, everything we believe in. Sans action. Lily calls, Wall, banks. Okay, Netflix. This was the trade. This is how you have to think. Forget about the trade. Because, as I say a lot before, and believe me, I didn't make it up. Most, first half an hour of the market is basically rookie time. It is. That's fine. I love rookie time. I feel like the old guy Doyle Brunson, the poker player that has all these college kids coming in and think they won a couple of tournaments in their college, town. They come in, that's fine. It's half an hour for me. I don't want to sound obnoxious or egregious, but I've been doing it for 28 years. I can tell the pros and not. Maybe if I stop at 10, 10, 15 and then start teaching the rest of the day, it'd be good, but it's what I do. Netflix, an example of a fake out. Netflix last night, you know what, let's go to this. Netflix last evening, we'll go end time. We'll go 8 p.m. That was last night. Netflix 2 days ago. Let's go 2 minutes. So Netflix last evening, the low was 600. So it closed basically around 641 after all the shenanigans. Netflix 641 is where it closed. All right. Let's do end time. We wanted to do 4 p.m. So let's look at today. So Netflix did open it or closed it to opened down $2. Netflix, the rip in the dip, 643. Before you know, it was 680. So give it a $40 rip. Got all the shorts out. Now it's actually below the low, below the open. So you have to think that everybody that was short the stock got taken out. Now it's below the 50. Now it's turning into what? Like Coach would say. Now it's you know what it's turning into? A Microsoft. Let's see, Microsoft broke below that 50. That 50-day. Let's be in, but Microsoft is a whole different thing. Microsoft is leverage, if you will, but it's a CrowdStrike. And you know what? CrowdStrike at the high of the day. Can't catch them all, but I'm telling you, we're in the right church. CrowdStrike. Let's look at 1016, right? Whatever it was, 304. CrowdStrike, TradeView markets. I can't catch everything, but the ones that I think are very relevant, naturally, I'm going to, say. And this was it. Serve today special. Netflix ripped and dip. Netflix crowd calls flying. That was what? 2 hours ago, literally. Now look at the stock. Here's CRWD, high of the day. Not only that, it bounced beautifully. It had everything. I mean, for a contra trade, if you're going to try it, best of breed. News is out. Hit the 200-day and taking calls. God forbid it was at the high. Breaking out through the high. That's what you want. Sometimes if those that don't like to buy in the hole like that, I get it. But this is a stock that, and the group acted well. The group was all positive because they thought that was CrowdStrike's addition, the subtraction would be everybody else's addition. Next. All right. What else? Nugget ripped back. Coinbase, great eye. Serve. Coinbase. You know what? I have to be in this. I do. Look at this. If I hold to my what I say, and I do, I'm not going to say I'm going to with 3,000. But no matter what the symbol is, no matter what they do, if I just say it's purely letters and numbers, and I do say that to a degree, CrowdStrike, coin. How can you not like this thing? Not only that, Mickey D likes it. And they're buying it. They are. Excuse me, they're buying a Planeteer. What's wrong with this thing? Ugh. Planeteer, you got to think, listen, just treat this as a $29 stock or, like a $93. Planeteer got as close as 29.32. I might be top. I think it gets to 30. Don't you think? All right, what else is moving? Oil play. All right, let me tell you another oil play. No matter what day it is, what's going on, this is what you do. Net over time. Schlumberger. Okay. Love it. It's one of our better ones. I did say it takes them off the table. So Schlumberger, and here's Halliburton. Here's an example of you buying a stock that's negative in the same group, as opposed to the stock that's green and stays positive in the group. So I'm buying Halliburton, pounding Halliburton. Started buying it actually nicely. Bottom ticked at 30. I hope I'm on the right thing here. This is a good lesson. So note this, please. This is a good lesson. So I started buying Halliburton. If you could see, what time is it? You can see top left here. This is my my icon, top left. So I started buying Halliburton 940, give or take. All right, 33.70. Why did I start buying Halliburton? And by the way, I had lower bids on the 33.50. My real bids were 33.40. I just happened to get filled some here. So 33.40. Here's Halliburton. Nice to the 200-day. Came right down here. Here are my bids. 33.80. My real bids were lower because I think they go through stop. But you know what? Regardless, Halliburton, they both do the same. So Halliburton in 940 was 33.60. I made a decent sale and kind of top ticked it at 35.16. Halliburton, I thought would be at the 35 strike price. I say strike prices. I'm not saying strike prices on something like Serve. I say it on Halliburton, which is a heavily traded stock. So 35, it took it up right at the 50-day. 30, yeah, top left. Everybody knows how I feel about the 50-day. 35.03, nice whole number. Not only a good reason to get it out the whole number, but it's at the 50-day. I'll get right back to you in a second, H. All right, but Schlumberger, 9:40 a.m. That's when I bought my first buy at Halliburton. Schlumberger, 9:40 a.m. is right here. 48 and a half. 50 and a half. That was the one. They bought the green one and took it up even further. The rest of the group really didn't go that good. It's kind of mixed. So that was one of something. If you buy the best, it worked better. Buy the green one. I bought the laggard. I happened to get out of it. I had a plan. I wish I'd have gotten filled. You know what? If I actually gotten filled lower, I don't know if I really would have wanted that Halliburton down there. All right, let me see anybody here. Anybody's talking. Astro Gumbo, stock picker lately. We told you a while ago, be a stock picker. Lately, we told Mickey D. There he is. Strange week in the markets. Might win for the open bets. All right, open bets, I got you. I didn't look at the field yet. I'll look at it when the bell comes today. But I know the big guys are having a. I am, by the way, a 4 handicap. Fact. Used to be scratch. And I lived in Boca Raton, Florida for many years. But unfortunately, I retired. I did the opposite. I retired at 30, went broke, and had to go back to playing. Broke. But I actually played a lot of golf in my late 20s and 30s. Believe me. Took off a couple of years to play golf, literally. Actually, a year and a half. The video for getting me pulled into the gap. All this bad news is temporary. It's a listen. It's like you sound like Craig Kramer, Mickey. You know, you're going to step in. You know, you're not going to get the bottom, but in the long run, you're going to be okay. So I get it. Do I have any goal? You know what? I don't. H, I'd love to give you an opinion on GLD. I just don't know. 3 drive worked. I'd short it here. Why not? Why not short GLD? You know what? I would short the stocks, not GLD. Where's Nugget? Nugget, I bounced back nicely. But I don't want the triple ETF. Let's look at the former best of breed. Do you want to go through the gold situation? The least I could do is give H. So I'm not looking at my main screen. I'm going through my. So what led it all up? Okay. AGI was good. All right. So that had 3 days down. They bought the third day down. Short-term trade, no third day down on a strong stock. I'm not saying it's going up. I'm not saying it's going down. It's a trade. Next. AEM. Third day down. Kind of. The trade's over for me. I don't know, H. I don't know. I know GOLD keeps taking calls. But you can go into the weekly. I don't know. There it is. The weekly held on a 2, and I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, if you covered up the screen here and I looked at that, I wouldn't be that. It's kind of, we kind of say sometimes that's what you want to do is you want to have it, you know, break out and then shake these people off under the 200 to get the weekends out with that volume and below these previous highs. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's the weekly, mind you. But I don't see anybody stepping up yet. Nobody's stepping up in GLD calls into January. I'll let you know. Domino's Pizza, how did that return? I don't even want to look at it now because I'm long CMG. That a trade turned into a position, but I'm actually up in it now. But believe me, I'm not giving it much. All right, let's look now. Here we go. This will give you exactly what's going on in the market and by the way, I will tell you something. Listen to Coach. I mean, I'm not going to say things are going to fall apart because I'll go to the board in a second because there are things to run to. But here's a chart on the VIX. I mean, you haven't seen volume come up like this. I'm not saying it's a top, but we're going into a weekend with an assassination into a president that grazed his ear. And the VIX still broke low. Well, and then we're going to a CrowdStrike hack that's affecting a lot of banks and airlines going into the weekend. So we were talking, what is this? Coach and I were out on Friday. We didn't speak Thursday, but on Tuesday, I was being facetious. What's going to take for the VIX to go up? It's either going to be a flash crash or a the apocalypse. Either which, I'll be able to trade it. Hold on a second. Let's go to my news feed as I look right now. All right. Here's we look. AMI, this is my news. AMD at the 200-day. AMD at the 200-day. Is AMD on the 200-day. By the way, it was at the 200-day. So is AMD breaking down on the 200-day? You don't want to be in technology. Microsoft. You don't have to look. I know what's going on. Amazon actually is the one. All right. So a couple of these mega caps are making like a short-term doji. I don't even know if that's considered a doji. I'm not going to try to be a hero. They are these short-term moving averages are scrolling down a little bit under 3 moving averages. I get it. Above the 200-day, the money one. Still that, I get it. I'm not sure yet. And everybody, how many times do you see me trade the Qs or anything like that? I don't really trade them that much. I don't trade markets. You know, if the minis, the futures take off freaking 400 handles and Apple goes up a half a point, that to me is relative weakness. I'll do it. But to me, trading the market is listen, I'm not going to, I like him calling me Mick. Let me go back to this. Market's coming in a little bit. So we have AMD at the 200-day, crude at the lows, UVXY, not even the VIX, the ETF near the highs, banks at the low, TNAs at the low, Planetier bearish, Qs are bearish, SPYs are bearish, IWMs. Looks like the market's pulling back aggressively here. NASDAQ, day 7, I'm coming up here. Here we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. NASDAQ, hold on a second. Day 7, a 7 downer, a 7 downer, a 7 downer. Not going to be a hero. You know what this says to me in this chart? This is what I'm thinking out loud here. Coach is my coach. Not going to make me make your week or your Friday. You might lose it on a downer 7. Don't try to be a hero. I showed a previous chart on some of these stocks, at least trying to base, but they are behind moving averages. Only matter of fact, this is what everybody's thinking. But I'll say what everybody's thinking. Is this going to come down to that? Look at that. What a move in the Russ. It was bulletproof 2 days. Third day down into a week. And we're also thinking again, you're going to be able to listen. I don't know. I don't even want to know. It's not my trade. Not my trade. VIX is getting higher. I don't have to pick sides. All I know is volatility is coming up. I see more college kids coming into the room, and I'm going like this. No disrespect. VIX goes higher the more I want it. Do I have a trading strategy for gold? I don't. I don't have a trading strategy after lunch. Here we go. Biden is absolutely staying in the race for the White House. I'm told on Sunday he's going to go. Don't trade it. That he's going to read on Sunday night. HCA puts Tesla bearish. Here's a chart on the minis by Jesus. Here's the big chart. 1, 2, 3. It's a 4 driver. But here's the line right here. 5,500. You know, if you want to take a stab here. Right now, what is this? This is the danger zone. They're right in the middle of the channel. Don't be a hero. Like I am not. When the VIX was lower, let me go back to TradeGATEHub. I'm sorry for being. When the VIX was lower, I was throwing punches. I saw something working and the market was drifting. I keep trying to knock them out. Now, I'm throwing a punch. I'm not trying to hit a grand slam because the VIX is perked up a little bit, but the VIX pops. You could do a lesser size or fewer positions, more size or lesser size. It's listen. Now your style is going to come into play as a trader. I'll leave it off with this because I'm running out of breath. I'm not going to lie. Okay, let's look at this. Most active. This your most active list. Take a picture. If you missed the video, pause it. This is pause. Serve a minute. The highest 691. I gave up 60 cents. Serve. Is it over? Serve. It's over. I'll sell. Oh, the market's getting pounded. Sell 1,000 serve. I see the wash trades. Get out of here. See, all these bids are getting hit. It's over. Big bits. Big bits. All right, serve. Maybe took a little cash on it. ASTS. What's going down? Apple's not going down. Coin acting nicely. Still acting nicely. CLH. Look at this poor thing. I used to buy these things for a schnitzel. Look at CELH. Ugh. God. 18T's up. Silver. TNA. All right, take a pick. Most active. Let's Planet here. Let's look at this. CRWD acting well. Percent gainers on the intraday. See this? As of what? 11:30. I started a little late. If it doesn't have minimum volume, if it doesn't have on this type of day, on a Friday when I don't want to go in, if I want to stay, if I want to be aggressive, whatever. I don't even want to look at something as of if in the afternoon or late morning, if it has a 500,000. I don't care if it's a low floater with 400,000. For me to even start looking at something at this type of day, it's got to be 500,000. There's my list. HE, Hawaiian Airlines. NAS, I'm not in it. CAS, I'm not in it. See all this? Protection. Couple of low floaters. See, serve, I hit the bid. Couple of low floaters. I got it. Protection, protection, Tesla protection. Triple ETF, Bitcoin protection, protection. That's the name of the game. Percentage losers on the intraday. Siggy, Zap, they gave it all back. CRWD needs all no intraday. Wolf, you want to know something? Mature trade. There's AEHRs in the same group as Wolf Speed. Look at the move in AEHR, the squeeze they put on. Wolf Speed kind of does the same thing. And I said it was acting bad. And that was the Wolf Speed. Short. You want a short? Wolf Speed. Margin calls. It had so many stocks in the group for it to try to break high, and it didn't. There's the daily. There's the weekly. Look at Wolf Speed. Oh, well, I don't know what that's all about. Oh, it's a spinoff. Wolf Speed. What else? Donnie. They love Donnie. Donnie. You know what this told you? Price action. The assassination attempt top. That's you want the next time a president try to get assassinated, you have to remember this. I'm not even being facetious. His own stock top tick the day he got assassinated, got attempt assassinated. If he got, I don't want to talk about it. So next time you see that, that's how what happens when a president gets shot at. What is this thing? Coin. LS. It says too many XMA. They're in it. Okay, let's go back. Anybody have any questions? I'm gonna leave it off there on the Friday. I'm gonna look at the positioning for the smart people, if you will. That's all I'm gonna look at. Well, if you will. All right, Mike V. Thanks for tuning in. I will leave with this. Pardon me, as the markets get more volatile, and maybe things even make more sense, believe it or not, with going down of CrowdStrike and assassination attempt. You have Netflix that had a big move, and we have things happening next week. Listen, I don't want to pontificate, but if you didn't already, either way, get into Tradeview markets and TradeGATEHub, and either way, open a live account or demo account. And like I said, we don't necessarily have the best system. We trade it very well, our own system. But once again, I'm not in the algorithm. I'm definitely not proclaiming to be. Options, volume, price action, trend. You know what I mean? Net over time, they win. And stick with the system, please. I didn't make it up. I'm trying to carry it on. I feel like I'm a moonshiner that's trying to pass around a secret recipe. But it's still working. Believe me, and a lot of my peers are doing it as well. I'm one of the few that's working. But with that, thanks again. It's been an honor. I'll try to do better the next time I'll be in the room. Let us always know how we could do better. Questions, comments, suggested. Peace, Mike VTGH. Thanks for the team behind the scenes. Cheers.